Hi guys, I'm just going live for a second here. I hope you guys like the shorts I did today on my 7th string. I'm getting my head around that guitar, um, and I'm doing cool things on it. I have a feeling, and I really like it. The fan frets really suit me for some reason, and the 7th string suits me for some reason. And I have a whammy pedal that makes up for its lack of whammy bar, which if it did have a whammy bar would have to be slanted because of the fan frets, and not only that, the guitar would go out of tune like constantly if I had a real whammy bar. So I'm actually happy with that guitar, and plus the whammy pedal, Digitech whammy pedal. And on the shorts this morning I used my Marshall DSL 20, which is my favorite amp, and I have it off to the side this time now because I think it's loud enough without facing the phone, and plus with it off to the side I have more room to more room to play and do my video in without having to bump into the amp. And I'm still gonna do a rig rundown, which I might even do right now while I'm just sitting here talking. I might as well just go into a rig rundown. I might do that. It's been requested that I do a rig rundown, so we'll see. Maybe I'll even do it right now. But let me just say a couple things. First of all, I don't um uh what should I say first? I'm not sure why the audio cut out on on the video of me going into the champion. It just did. That seems like a weird thing on YouTube's end, because sometimes things just happen for no reason on my YouTube videos at critical times. Like I'll be saying, like I'll do a really good take, but something will skip in a good part, and I had nothing, and I had no control over that. It just happened. Or I'm doing a good song that's new for me, and all of a sudden the video is blurry for some reason, and then I do something else after that, and it's not blurry anymore. It had nothing to do with me wiping off the camera or not. But anyway, the audio is gone on most of that video, so I would like to explain some of the things that were on the audio, assuming this audio I'm saying now doesn't get deleted, LOL. But let me just talk about what, the process there. First of all, I had gone to the champion because a friend of mine had said that it was her birthday, and that her other friend were going to be there, and she invited me to come to say happy birthday to her. It turns out I'm not even sure she was there because I didn't see her there, and the guy that greeted us at the door said he didn't even know who she was. So maybe that's something weird going on there, perhaps. But I did what I said. I said I would go to see her for her birthday, and I did it. My life at stake or not. And so then there's that. And then I wanted to say that by doing what I did, by showing up when I didn't know whether I was even, didn't know what was going to happen at all, I kind of have a feeling I earned my name at that night. I don't know. I mean, it's my call to make. It's in some ways. I never really felt totally like I lived up to the name James Rex Wiseman Jr. First of all, the name itself, and second of all, what my dad was. But something tells me my dad would have been proud of me just showing up because I said I would. And I didn't know they were going to pull a gun on me or not. I don't know that. Whatever. A knife maybe under that. I don't know. But I did it because I said I would, and let's go. And so there's that. So maybe I finally feel like I finally lived up to that name. And the last thing, before I might go into a rig rundown, because I think that might be fun, especially since it would be totally unplanned, because I wasn't even going to do that on this video. I thought I think about it a lot. This is my dad's Navy SEAL dog tags. I don't always wear them constantly. I don't wear them to bed because they could scratch me or whatever. But they're there, and this is Illuminati ring I wear on my left pinky finger, not on the ring finger of marriage, but on the pinky finger. I think about it sometimes, and I think I didn't have the dad I wanted, but I think I might have had the dad I needed. And like the Rolling Stones say, you don't always get what you want, but if you try, sometimes you just might find you get what you need. In retrospect, if I think about it, would I rather have had a nice dad, or did I want a dad that gave me what I needed and was an accomplished person? and I think the latter. I think I got the dad I really needed. I got a dad that was someone in this world, and who didn't wasn't nice, but gave me the training I needed to do what I needed to do in this world. Because it was a lot of the fact that he was who he was that allowed me to go to the champion and not even know if I was going to make it through, or what. But my dad already put me through all that crap, and plus he set a good example because my dad would say around dinner time or something like that, or maybe it was conversation time with his friends there or something, or one of his friends there. He usually had, he didn't have gregarious parties, but he had a friend over here and there. And but they, when you're in a firefight, he would say, and he would say it like it's just dinner conversation. And I would like choke up at that moment and like not even be able to hear the rest of what the sentence was. I don't remember because it's like that was enough. And when you're in a firefight, okay, that's good enough for me. I've heard, but anyway. So why don't we go into a rig rundown while I'm here? Why not? I mean, who says we can't? So I'm gonna face the camera the other way so you can see. You can still hear me, but you can. There's my trash. Okay, this is my Marshall. One of them. This is my Marshall MG 30 DFX. This is this. Back there is my PV. That's another amp I have. This is a Fender combo amp. This is another Fender amp. This one's more new. This was newer one. So that's 4 amps so far. This is a Van Halen video I'm watching. Eddie, there's Eddie and David. I have it on silent so you can hear me. Anyway, this is not meant to be a house tour, but I guess it might be what it is, right? Going through here. That was one of my rooms. This is another room. This is my music room. I used to call it the hippie room. Why not call it that still? But it's maybe it's my music room. My mirror. I don't know why I'm doing all this. This is I almost tripped on my thing. These are some of my CDs. You can see them there. That's Van Halen happens to be. That's another Van Halen video I own right there. That's my stereo. This is my tribute to Amy. That's the drawing she drew, and that's another one. That's her picture. I still have it up. Of course, Sports Illustrated. Everyone's going to see that. My stereo. And this is my 7-string. I love this guitar. It's the one I've talked about and played. This is my favorite amp. This is my tube amp. The only tube amp I own is this Marshall DSL-20 tube amp. This is my collection of electric guitars. This is Blackie number 2, what I call it. That makes this Blackie number 3. So there we go. Blackie number 2. It's a black Jim Jr. Ibanez. That's my pink Jim Jr. Ibanez. That's my white Jim Jr. Ibanez. This is another 7-string that actually has a whammy bar, but it never stood out to me because it doesn't have the fan frets and it's not an Ibanez. I'm sorry. I mean, it's a Music Man John Petrucci model. So it's a 7-string also, but it doesn't even have a locking nut. So there's no guarantee that the whammy bar is not going to make the thing go completely out of tune at any time. And this guitar back here is one of my RG guitars by Ibanez, Prestige RG guitars by Ibanez. The other one is out in the studio where it has decorations on it for lights that's used for our show, the Space Idiocy. So it's not in this room. And neither is Blackie, the acoustic guitar. So basically that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I got an 8th guitar. Then I got a 7th one here. This is another electric guitar in this case here. It's a Jackson Soloist, Purple Phase. It's a purple guitar. That makes 7. And then I have the 8th electric in the studio, like I said. And then I've got the 9th guitar is an acoustic. So I own 8 electric guitars and 8 electric guitars and 1 acoustic guitar, which makes 9 guitars. This is my Digitech whammy pedal. There it is. This is my, let me see if I get all my pedals in order here. I wasn't even going to do this, so forgive whatever needs to be forgiven, LOL. This is my Rat pedal, best distortion pedal ever made. Still works. Bought it in 1988 for $112. This is my chromatic tuner by Boss. This is my compression sustainer by Boss, and this is my digital delay by Boss. And anyway, so I don't know what a rig rundown is supposed to include, but that's my equipment basically. You guys know how I play. I'm gonna talk about the whammy pedal for some dumb reason. Let me just showcase that for a second, and then that can be maybe the performance part of the rig rundown, because you know, I just did a bunch of shorts playing my guitar today. I mean, I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. So let me see if I can plug this in, show you my whammy pedal and how that works. Yeah, so yeah, I think you guys can tell I'm in a good mood right now. I mean, why not be? I mean, life is good, you know. And at the end of the day, I'm in this commenting philosophy while I'm talking. At the end of the day, nobody can take away me being me, and that's my greatest asset in this world, is being myself. I mean, that should be everybody's feeling about themselves. I mean, they can take your money, they can kill you, but they can't make you not have been you or be you. And that's your best asset, because you are you. You're not what you own, and you're not even what you do. You're who you are, and they can't make me not me. So I'm at the end of the day, I'm a happy boy. All right, so this is my DSL-20. I'm going to turn it. I put the power off first, so when it goes on, it doesn't shock it. But sometimes I forget that, LOL, and I shock it a little bit, but I shouldn't. And then I'm going to put it on the output. It's the high output that powers it, rather than just, it's like a standby, only it doesn't say standby. It says it controls whether you're getting output and how much. So the tube warms up. It warms up. And then I don't want it too loud, because I don't like to shock the amp. You know, this amp is barely on right now. It could be very loud if I wanted it to, but you know, what would I prove? That I've got, you know, something. So that's the dirty channel. This is a foot switch that can change it to the clean channel. So that's the clean channel. If you guys like that being on, you can thank the new song, Hard Truth, Soft Lies, for this being on right now, because I go from soft to clean. I mean, I go from clean to distorted and back and forth in the new song, and I hope you guys like that. It's something I don't usually do, but I did that in Hard Truth, Soft Lies. So I think it's cool. I like it. So this just goes from one channel to the other. So there's that. And then here's my whammy pedal. Has to be plugged in. I use a power source on the whammy pedal, not a battery, because God knows how much battery that would take and how much battery money that would cost me. So then here's the whammy pedal itself. This determines what how much whammy you do. That's all it is. It's like, okay, that means a fourth. I put that on a fourth, but you have to turn it on. Now it's on. So if I hit a note, it should go up by a fourth. And then I can set it down a fourth. Those are my two favorites, right there. And oh, that's down a fifth, dude. I'm on okay. There we go. That's the down a fourth. So those are my two favorites, but there's others. There's up a fifth. Let's see how this sounds. That's kind of cool too. And then you can go down a fifth too. Let's go down a fifth. Why is it not on? Because what did I do? How come the guitar's not on? I must have done something. Let's see. Troubleshoot this problem here. What did I do? Handbars, pedals on. Volume's on. What did I just do? Volume on. You guys get to see me make a see what's wrong here. What did I do? That's on. That's on. That's in. It's plugged in. Plug my guitar. Well, hey, at least I can figure out a problem of that complexity. Okay, this is down a fifth. Actually, I do like the fifth effect too. I'm gonna use that more now that I'm showing you guys. I'm actually doing this myself, so actually that's actually helping me because I kind of like the fifth up and down too, not just the fourth. It makes it unique because a guitar, a real whammy bar, can only go a fourth up. You can go down dive bomb. In fact, let's do that. Let's do dive bomb down. Here we go. Here's a dive bomb. Actually, I'm just learning this pedal with you guys because I haven't even tried all this, to be honest. I mean, does that sound like, that made me sound like a hack? This is 2 octaves down. Here's 1 octave down. This is cool. All right, I like all this, and I haven't even tried all this. I have so little time sometimes, and I buy things, and sometimes I don't even have time to check them all out. But I'm doing this now with you guys. Can't say I'm not doing that. This is up a second. That's the major. That's the whole tone. Wait, no, that wouldn't be. Wait. Oh, that's down a second. Okay, I should be able to read, shouldn't I? Down a second. Yeah, because why go up a second? Because you can always bend up a second, can't you? LOL. They wouldn't need a pedal for that. You can bend up a second with natural, just vibrato. Okay, then up a fourth. Now this is up. This is up an octave. Let's go up an octave. Actually, that sounds like Satriani. That sounds like what he might use a lot because it sounds like him. And then this is up 2 octaves. Here we go. That's actually pretty. That's actually pretty cool. And I'm glad I did this because I haven't even used all these. I should use these more now that now that I know they're there. LOL. Okay, then that's classic. Then there's chords. I'm not sure I want to get into that right now. I don't know. Should I just do it let's see, that was classic. This is chords. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. That was up a fifth with chords. I'm not sure how that. Anyway, maybe it goes over here. Let's try chords over here. That was whammy. This is harmony. So maybe that's what they're talking about. Let's do let's do up. You only go up with the harmony, or you go down to. You can go down also. Let's go up a fourth with the harmony. So I'm gonna play. It's hard to play chord when I'm holding the phone. That's supposed to be up a fourth. This is up a third. Okay, this is up. This is oh, I'm not sure I understand all this now at this point. Up a third, second, third. Flat, that's flat third. Okay. But that was only, this is I don't know. Let's try up a fifth on the harmony. I mean, that gets a little weird for me, all this. I'm not sure what I'm even doing. I mean, but if I go back to the classic, I understand it better. For me, it's a lead thing I'm doing with the whammy pedal. I'm not so much into the chords and all that. I mean, come on. I mean, how much variables can I handle? But anyway, fourth, up a fourth. Yeah. So I like all the other settings too. In fact, I like this one. I'll show you some of my favorites. I like this one. That's a good one. And I like the down a fifth is good. And I like the dive bomb. The dive bomb was interesting. I like the dive bomb. Watch. I like the dive bomb. And I like up an octave. Let's do that. And I like up 2 octaves. Let's do that again. I'm not even showing anything when I'm doing this. Anyway, so that's my whammy pedal, and I thank you guys for inspiring me to learn this myself, because I was just using down and up a fourth because I've been like taking a path of least resistance lazy approach. Anyway, so anything else? I'm a good guitar tech. I'm not pro, but I set all my own guitars up. I never go into a shop and say, fix my strings, fix my action, fix this, fix that. I do everything myself, so that's cool. But to do that, it cost me a guitar, because I wasted a guitar just to learn how to set them all up, and that was worth it, because from then on I knew what I was doing. Anyway, so anything else? Okay. Oh, that's a Calculus book. I bought it. I just happened to have. It props up my phone stand when I do videos. So maybe I'm boring you guys now. If I am, I understand, because maybe I'm bored too. Oh, this is I don't want to forget this. I mean, I don't want to forget something like this. Let me just show you one more thing. I almost forgot this, but let's not forget it. It can be used. It still works. It works. It's a what is it? Crybaby wah wah. Yeah, it's a crybaby wah. I do have a wah pedal. You got to have one of those. I mean, if I want to sound like Clapton or something for a minute, plug that sucker in, and I get wah pedal. Okay, I make sure I'm not forgetting anything. I keep my whammy. By the way, here's a tip from me, but so who cares then, right? LOL. Whammy bars are always out of the guitar when they're on the stand, because I've had them. One time I had a whammy bar that was like in the guitar when it was on the stand like this. See that position? I picked it up and yanked it against the ground, and it knocked the whammy bar so bad out of tune, and so bad it just wrecked the guitar. So I never do that anymore. I learned not to ever do that. And I keep all the whammy bars detached unless I'm playing them, and then I untouch them and put them back on the stand, so I don't mess this, because you can't fix that. I mean, come on, the guitar is trash, and that's just because you were careless and left the whammy bar in and jarred it on the ground, and I just leave them all out. So 3 of my guitars have monkey grips. Monkey grip, monkey grip, monkey grip. All the others don't. And fun fact, every single guitar I own that's electric has at least 1, if not 2, usually 2 humbucking pickups. I do not just have single coil pickups like a Fender Strat. Doesn't work. I need humbucking pickups. Interesting fact though, I think it's interesting, at least. The way I set them up is kind of cool. And maybe I'll go into some of that, because I'm just talking. Might as well. Look at the action I have on them if you want. What I do, it's what gives me the best sound in my view. Keep the humbuckers close to the strings, and leave the single coil in the middle way down, away from the strings. It gives you a good tone. That's what I like. If you bring the middle pickup, which is this one here, up any further than that, it doesn't sound as good. If you bring this one and that one, the humbucking ones, down a little bit, they don't sound as good. So I like the humbuckers right up against the strings practically, but not enough to fret them out, of course. And the single coil all the way down by the neck, by the body, almost completely as low as it'll almost go. That's what I like. You guys can do what you want with yours, but that's what works for me. The middle pickup does matter, even if you're not using it, because it's still in the electrical circuit. So even when you're using mostly the 2 humbuckers, the middle pickup position does affect the sound. Okay, and that's a picture of me in 8th grade up there. I just have it. I made that thing myself, that picture frame myself in 8th grade. I love you guys. Let's go back to me. Let's go turn it around. Love you guys. Peace. Rock and roll. Hope you enjoyed the rig rundown.